Nah, tamu kita yang satu ini juga punya misi tersendiri, yaitu
please welcome Arjun Bhogal.
Hi Arjun.
Hello, hey.
So we're going to explain to our audience that you spent like 4 years, literally 4 years, to walk across the countries. Jadi Arjun ini menghabiskan waktu 4 tahun untuk berjalan kaki.
18 negara.
Di 18 negara. Indonesia is the 19th country.
19th, yeah.
Indonesia adalah negara yang ke-19 selama 4 tahun. So at the beginning you were with another friend.
Yeah, so
there
was two
two
of
guys
us that started, and then we got all the way to Kyrgyzstan. We had some issues there, and then he decided to call it a day and went back home.
Okay, but before, maybe you can explain to our audience why you do those amazing things.
Yeah, so
kind of
the original idea was to kind of inspire people's imaginations into getting out and doing their own, or having their own adventures, whether they're small or big, it doesn't really matter. And we also knew that we wanted to raise money for 2 charities, which were WarTrade and the Marine Conservation Society.
Jadi tidak hanya untuk membuat mata orang terbuka, jalan-jalan deh keluar cari pengalaman yang lain, tapi juga ada
misi sosialnya
tadi,
yaitu
masalah
adalah air bersih. Ini menjadi kekhawatiran Arjun juga karena di beberapa negara ada yang sangat sulit ya nemu air bersih ya.
So, did you find anything hard between your campaign? Like, was it really hard to find clean water?
Yeah, so we went through, one of the places we went through for 4 months was the Kazakh steppe, which is essentially just a desert. The highest temperature we had there was 52 degrees. And it was really hard to source our own water. So we'd get stuff like headaches and nosebleeds and panic attacks just because it's so hot there and there's no shade anywhere. And in the last few weeks we were a bit ill as well, so we had some problems with dysentery in the last few weeks of Kazakhstan steppe. So it was kind of relying on other people to kind of help us out as we went along.
That's the beauty of traveling, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to even make it to Indonesia if people weren't helping me out along the way. It's always a friend of a friend of a friend helping me out. And also the people that we meet along the way, just willing to either be generous with their time or their money or their homes and take us in for the night even to let us stay there.
So after 19 countries you've been through, where's the difficult country you get it?
You've been to Afghanistan, if I'm not
so Afghanistan was
the difficult country.
Yeah, but the people were lovely there. The only resistance I encountered, or that I knew I encountered, were the military. And there's checkpoints every 5 to 10 kilometers where they'll stop you. But they'll point a gun at you first and then make you unpack all your stuff and then send you on your way again.
So they were actually helping you. But that we heard, yang kita dengar adalah Arjun ini ketika melintasi, ketika berada di Afghanistan, salah satu negara yang sulit karena
yang paling sulit karena dia ada beberapa checkpoint yang harus dia lalui dan setiap checkpoint harus dibongkar tasnya, terus di packing lagi, ketemu checkpoint lagi, bongkar lagi. Arjun,
bahkan Arjun sempat merasa diculik ketika di Afghanistan. You thought you were being kidnapped.
A little bit your blog. Kita sneak peek dulu deh blognya Arjun, boleh nggak dibuka blognya Arjun? Nah ini dia.
So this is your blog, right?
Yeah.
So you've been posting for
Border Walk.
Yeah, so since the beginning we kind of post as much as we can, and it's kind of up to India at the moment.
How are we gonna pick the Afghanistan story?
Okay. The day I thought I got taken in Afghanistan, were you taken? I mean,
so essentially what happened was I set up camp to sleep for the evening, and I was on the phone, and I camping and.
Is this the place where you sleep in Afghan?
No, that's where they took me to.
Oh wow! This is the room.
Yeah, that's where they kept me overnight. So I put the phone down and I had 7 men with AK-47s run at me screaming.
And you were like, what happened?
Yeah, so essentially they put me into a 4x4 and then took me back to a camp, and only then did I realize that they were military. And I got held overnight, and in the morning they told me that I
Who's
would have
her
to...
in this picture?
That's the one they took. I had to be taken to Kabul. So they said that I was not allowed to walk there any longer.
Jadi ini kita kasih lihat yang di layar televisi adalah bagaimana ini adalah kamar di mana Arjun pernah diculik di Afghanistan. Dia beberapa jam ya di kamar ini sebelum akhirnya dibawa pakai mobil ke Kabul.
Iya, jadi sebenarnya adalah this was a bit a misunderstanding that the military wasn't really taking you because it was only for your good. Jadi dikira diculik, tapi ternyata militer ini mengamankan karena memang situasinya saat itu
lagi gawat ya.
Betul,
lagi gawat
lumayan
di Afghanistan.
Jadi daripada pihak lain, mendingan pihak militer yang mengamankan Arjun saat itu. But you were totally safe?
Yeah, I was okay. In the morning they told me that the Taliban knew of a British national walking through the area, so they came to get me before they had a chance.
So how do you feel at that time? You feel threatened or you feel scary?
When they were taking me?
Yeah,
or? Yeah, they're screaming with guns in my face.
What you think at that time?
I think that they're Taliban.
Dia tetap ketakutan ya, udahlah manusiawi ya, ketakutan karena kan dia sangkanya itu Taliban. Oke, dalam satu hari itu berarti berapa jam ya di jalan ya?
Yeah, how many hours did you walk?
So I kind of walk for maybe 8 hours a day. I try to do
8
between
hours a day?
30 to 40 kilometers a day.
Okay.
And how's your leg?
How's your leg?
Kakinya gimana? Kakinya gimana? Is it okay?
Can I see your leg? Can you open your shoes?
Can you show our audience that your legs are
smell
fine?
It's okay.
I mean, like, can you show like it's okay with your leg?
Like I'm fine. Like there's my. Yeah.
There is no injury.
No,
just because you've been walking like 4 years.
Yeah.
Do you have a tips or something?
Buy good shoes, I think. And a good rucksack.
Is that it?
And don't carry as much.
Oh,
jadi tipsnya
sepatunya emang harus nyaman.
Tipsnya dari Arjun memang kalau Anda memutuskan mau berjalan-jalan agak lama begitu ya. Jadi pastikan memang pakaiannya nyaman, sepatunya nyaman, kemudian juga pastikan hanya berjalan 8 jam. So it's a maximum 8 hours that you walk.
I kind of walk. That's kind of the average, and depending on what type of day it is or what type of what my visa is like.
Because you've been walking through mountains and.
Yeah. So then my average will decrease a lot.
Okay, now we're talking about Indonesia. Sekarang kita akan bicara soal Indonesia. So Indonesia, the 19th country.
Yeah.
Okay,
how is it so far?
How is it so far?
It's been lovely. Like, so I was telling people before that in no other country I've ever been to, and everybody will smile and wave while I'm on the road. So all the way through Sumatra, whether they're on a moped or a car or on a lorry, they'll always wave and say hi.
Are you planning to go somewhere in Indonesia?
Well, kind of at the moment, people are giving me loads of different advice about where to go. So at the moment, all I know is that I'm definitely going to Surabaya, and people keep telling me to go to Bandung.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Those are the two places I know.
The culinary is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Our show producer told us that you need to go to Sesepan Ciawi, Bogor.
Okay.
Sesepan Ciawi, Bogor, because there is a very delicious meatballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
okay,
amongst your journey, right, you experience not only the culture, you've been talking to local people, but you experience like local food and stuff.
Yeah. So I see whatever is in that country during the road, and so I tend to end up eating just road food on the side of the road, like like vendors and stuff. So all the way through Sumatra, I've just been living off nasi goreng.
It's our favorite dish, I suppose. So next after Indonesia, so you're going to Australia.
Yeah, so I have 1 month left until Bali, and then from Bali I have to make my way over to Australia, where I'll be there for about 3 or 4 months.
And how's the campaign so far? Did you reach your goal? How's the campaign so far?
No, we could always do more. So everybody keep donating.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. How much until today?
I think it's in the thousands. I haven't checked recently. I try not to.
Okay.
Keep your hat on the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the Indonesian want to give the donation, how
they can go to
do?
the Borderwalk website, which is borderwalk.co.uk, and there's links all over the place about donate and. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Simple as that.
Yeah, simple. Yeah, big red
They
button.
got time until 1 month?
Until the end of the year, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Amazing. Arjun, thank you very much for coming.
having me.
Then you have to try, since you're in Kompas TV, you can try ketoprak.
Okay.
Yeah, ketoprak. You can ask our crew to buy you ketoprak. Ketoprak is very delicious.
It's Indonesian traditional food and stuff. It's very delicious. But
Thank you for coming.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
I hope the food is just fine.
Yeah, thank you.
And hope the campaign is going well and the donation is keep going.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.